what we do is we get any kind of veteran the same way Wake for Warriors does. It doesn't matter if you are missing limbs, if anything, we're gonna get you on the water, we're gonna get you fishing. They come in on a Friday, we'll have a get together, a dinner, and a lot of the people that are around the lake, civilian wise, they love to come around and see the veterans, and we all get together, eat supper. Saturday morning we wake up, we have volunteer boaters that come out, that bring their bass boats out, and they come out and we put each one with a volunteer. And they go and practice on Saturday, you know, kind of learn their angler, and the angler learns who they're fishing with. And the veteran does not have to be a fisherman at all. You could have never fished in your whole life. And we have a tournament with the same guys you fished with on Saturday, and we run a tournament, and everybody will go out like a regular tournament that we would be running on like the Elite Series or a BFL or something like that. We run a tournament, and then they come in at like 3 o'clock, we'll do a weigh-in, we have trophies, and we give these guys first, second, third, big fish. And it just kind of gives the veterans something where when they're at home and they're sitting back and they're not, like, they don't have that kind of like, hey, there's somebody out there that feels the same way I feel, or that's been through the same thing I've been through. They get to come out and experience this with a trophy, you know, like, one thing is, you know, I always look back on it, and it's so much of who you touch, you know, like, it makes me feel good, you know, it helps me through my PTSD and the struggles that I've been through, you know, and you always want to say mine's no worse than the next, like, I'm not, that guy's worse than me, I'm not, and it's the people that do that cover it up a little bit. So, you know, Fishing for Warriors brings all that together to show, like, hey man, there's a friendship here, there's somebody out there, and when you're down, maybe they look at that fishing rod that they got that weekend and they just walk down to their pond and can go out there and fish, or maybe just give us a phone call, because, you know, I look at it as my cell phone number goes to all those guys. It's not like, hey, don't call me. It's, you go, call me whenever you want. Let's talk. You know, like, I'll come to you. You know, I'll once you come and we see you, we meet you, and you get to spend that weekend with us. You're a part of the family.
A lot of people say, hey, why'd you join the military? Serve your country, you know, wear a uniform? No, I went in because I was homeless and I needed a place to call home. I got involved with Fishing for Warriors after I had met Dave Deep. I went through an event with Team Semper Fi that sent me to Lake Harding, Georgia. And we partnered up with Wake for Warriors, and they taught me how to wake surf. It wasn't about a couple weeks or maybe a month or two later, I really don't remember how it happened. Justin Brooks had reached out to me, the president. He reached out and he said, I really don't know. Somehow, some way, there was an intervention in there, and someone said, you have to be here. We went from 2 random strangers to brothers in the matter of 4 hours. Cried, laughed, sweat, and we worked. But we bonded mostly. We bonded. And I went home. And I fell back into my old ways. The reality of war is all that training and everything you had, chaos, confusion. I don't even know really how to describe the sights and the sights, the sounds, the smells, the horror that you are not prepared to see. They don't teach you that. They don't teach you to look at dead bodies. They don't teach you to say goodbye to They don't teach you to say goodbye to your friends. And it was a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and I went back to that dark place, and the only person that I remembered to call or talk to was John. He asked me what I needed. I said I needed help. He said, give me 15 minutes, cuz I'll be there. I hung up the phone and I laughed, because I had been told that before. He wasn't kidding. He showed up that next day, talked to his boss at work, said, there's a veteran that needs help. I'm on my way. And now with Fishing for Warriors, the fog is lifted. And I can see, the land. I can see the goal. I needed a purpose. He says, here, I've got something for you. And it's been fantastic. It's been fantastic. When I needed help initially, I got laughed at. But then you meet people like John, Justin, and the other veterans, and it's a different story. Instead of the VA saying, here, swallow these pills, we can go out there and get the therapy that we need.